What's up, YouTube friends? How you doing? Certified Busking here, and I've been busking in Bristol this weekend, as the title might imply. But is Bristol the best place to busk? Well, it was for me. It was utterly amazing. Uh, but on one side of the coin, it wasn't so amazing. I'll kind of dig into that a little bit. So, what was amazing about it? Well, people were just gathering around from the onset. They were just joining in, and they were smiling, and people were dancing in the streets as I was playing, and just getting. And obviously, they were just vibing out on everything. So it was just great. It really inspires you as a busker when people do that. That's just fantastic. Ended up doing 6 sets. And let me have a count. Yeah, the ones I did on in the evening were the best. So that kind of says a lot about the kind of busking that I do. Let me just rewind and tell you a little bit about my story. Let me tell you a story. I am currently just busking with voice alone and amplifier and microphones. Yeah. Karaoke busker, one of those. Yeah. Before you judge, I I can play the guitar. I play guitars in bands and stuff. I've been playing since about 12, I think. And I've even busked with guitar in the past. But I never liked the sound of my own voice. It just seemed a bit rank to me. So over the past year, because it was about a year ago I started busking again, I have been working on my voice and owning my voice and singing karaoke in the streets has really helped me with that. I'm almost liking my own voice now. This is really good, and people are coming up to me and telling me I have an amazing voice. Whereas when I started busking, people were coming up to me and literally saying, "Don't give up your day job, mate." And it's changed. It's great. I'm loving it. So this is what I'm doing, and all the haters, bye. Where was I? Oh yeah. So it was the 5 o'clock set in the evening. I just went along to the spot where I wanted to busk near the market, and this guy had sat up with his drums. And I thought, I'm not going to interrupt him. I had a chat with him anyway, and he said, "Hey man, why don't we busk together?" You see what I mean? And this is what I loved about Bristol. People wanted to come and join in. People wanted to busk with me. People wanted to just get involved, and that's what made it such a special day for me. And so I thought, okay, I'll just do a couple of numbers with this guy, and then I'll go and find my own little spot. But yeah, it wasn't too long. I think we were about 3 or 4 songs in, and there must have been a crowd of, I don't know, about 100 people, 150, I don't know. The place was packed. The whole area where the market had been, it was full of people, all singing, dancing, joining in, and just vibing out and cheering at the end of the song. It was absolutely epic, man. For me, I've had a few crowds going, and usually on evening busks, but nothing like this. Well, yeah, I had one like this in Portsmouth. I'll tell that story another time. That was stunning. And yeah, then the battery ran out because I'd been caning it all day. I'd been busking since 10:30 in the morning, and this is about my fourth busk of the day. So the battery died, and people were shouting for more, man. When do people do that for buskers normally? They do it for you. Nice one, man. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. But it happened to me, and that was the first time, and I just, my heart is still racing. I was so stoked, and so I went off, took me amp back to the hotel room, charged it up, left it for an hour, had some tea. Just I thought, can't busk, so let's just chill out, and went back. I thought, well, can we do it again? The guy was still there with his drums. So I said, "Oh, hey, man, how do you think about having another go at that?" And he was loving it too, so well up for it. And yeah, 3 or 4 songs in, we had the crowd back again, and we kept going till the amp died again, which was sadly only about an hour, but that was mental, man. Absolutely fantastic. If you've got a big set, if you're one of those annoying people with a loudspeaker, that's the time, that's the place. On a Saturday in busy Bristol, when you got your hen nights, your stag nights, you got your party people out, everybody wants that. You know, that's when they want it, not in a tiny little village somewhere with a very small high street. Don't turn your amp up to super loud there. Don't do it. But in a big city, when people are out partying and in that party mood, that's the time. That's when you crank that amp, man. That's when you have a great time and you bring the vibes. You know, people were loving it. They were lapping. It's what they wanted, and they didn't know until they got there that that's what they wanted to make their day. And that's so special. People were absolutely so complimentary about it. I'm doing that again. Won't be till September, but yeah, Bristol, I'll be back.